Business Connections Live, the UK's leading online business channel. This is Business Connections Live with Steve Hyland.
Hello there, welcome along. This is Business Connections Live, the program for entrepreneurs, business owners and SMEs. Hey, listen, it's great to have you with us. Here we are, we're live on a Monday and we've got a good show lined up for you today. I was going to hesitate there. I normally say a cracking show. This is a cracking show, as always. Great business information if you are a business owner, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're an SME. This is one of the shows that you've really got to talk and listen to because this is all about mentoring today. Today's show we're going to be discussing the benefits of mentoring, whatever stage your business is at, why you should need a mentor, what are the best ways to approach to get mentoring, but also what other services are out there when it comes to mentoring. What else can you expect from an organisation when you talk to them? You say, look, I'd like you to be my mentor. If it's an organisation, what more can they offer you? Could they offer you advice maybe perhaps on sales, on marketing? And then can they do something absolutely concrete to support that wish that you have? It's all very well. There's a lot of people out there that will go along and they will see a mentoring organisation or a mentor and they will sit down with them and you've got one person exchanging quality information with the other one. They are just talking mentoring. But how do you turn those words into something that is businesslike, useful and concrete, something that you can take away? I suppose what it is, it's turning something about mentoring into something that's truly tangible, that you can touch, feel, smell and taste. Joining me in the studio today is an old friend of the program, Jonathan Pfahl. He's the Managing Director, Rockstar Group. And Jonathan, just lovely to have you.
Good to be back, mate. Good to be back. It's been a few years.
It's been a few years.
You haven't aged a day.
And neither of you.
Well, thank you.
Which is evident by the photograph that we used of you at the very beginning. Listen, for those people that don't know who Rockstar are, you've been around for quite some time, and I suppose sometimes the name to a certain extent leads people to think that you are something different to what you are, but you are probably, without blowing your trumpet for you, you're probably one of the premier mentoring organisations in the UK. For those people that don't know about you and what Rockstar provide, just give us that brief synopsis.
Sure. 10 years now.
Gosh.
We have our 10th birthday this year in September, and you're absolutely right. The name Rockstar, people don't usually associate with what we do, but it started because the name came about. I used to be a singer in a rock and roll band. So in a previous life, when I worked for an investment bank, my release from all of that was a singer in a rock and roll band, and I never became the next John Bon Jovi, unfortunately. So when I came up with this concept, I thought I wanted a brand name that would be positive, that would be memorable, but most importantly, that didn't have to be pigeonholed in a certain sector. So I came up with the name Rockstar, and 10 years on, here we are. It started purely as mentoring. I've always believed, in previous life when I worked in an investment bank, I've always believed if you want to achieve success, the fastest way to do it, and that's success in business, either your own business or working for someone else, the fastest way to achieve business goals is to find someone who has already achieved what it is that you want to do, and then get them to show you how to do it, ideally on a one-to-one basis, and have that commitment between the two of you and a committed goal to achieve over a set period of time, which I remember talking about the last time I was here. So that's how it started. And over the last 10 years, we've realised, thousands of companies, nearly 10,000 businesses that we've helped over the last 10 years. We've had some tremendous success stories purely from mentoring, and we've got phenomenal mentors. I mean, to be a Rockstar mentor, you have to have started, built and sold your own company, and the minimum amount is 4 million. The average price right now is 18 million. So you're taking advice from people who have been there and done it, not people who have just read the book and are applying theory. But over the years, we've realized that mentoring is great. It's wonderful, but often it's not enough. Because having someone say, listen, this is how you should do it. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Trust me, because I've been there and I've done it. It's not going to work in this sector. This is what you need to do. That's wonderful. Or for another perspective, it's great to have a mentor lift up the bonnet of the business and be able to judge and see and assess very quickly why you're not in profit, why your profits aren't as high as they should be, because they can see from that almost helicopter view looking downwards that you're spending far too much on this marketing and you're not getting the result. You're spending too much on this salesperson who's not delivering anywhere near what their targets are. You know, you're spending money for this big glossy office, but people aren't even coming here. You're going out to see them half the time. So what we like to do is lift the bonnet up, because over the last few years, we've realized that mentoring is wonderful, but it's not enough.
While we're talking about mentoring in its most basic forms, is it not the most problematic stage in a business's development? Because you're not only dealing with maybe a product, for instance, it could be an IP product, a tech product, it could be something tangible, but you're also dealing with the personalities, because these are the people that have got this very tight connection with what they're trying to do. So to a certain extent, people at that stage in a business's development are nearly deaf, aren't they, to the advice that they are given?
They can be deaf to the advice they're given, but remember, we are contacting people, and businesses are contacting us on a regular basis. The ones who are stubborn, who don't ever want to hear anyone else come in and tell them what they should do in their business, believe it or not, they don't come to our events.
Not the second one anyway.
They don't call us, right? We're very proactive, but again, a lot of clients see us at events or they see our marketing material online and they engage with us.
So what do you think the major criteria, and I know we're going to talk about the other services now that you offer, which I think is a terrific development, and more of that as we go through the program. I think you're going to, particularly if you're looking for a mentor at the moment, I think you're going to find it really interesting in as much as the additional services now that Rockstar are offering. But in the most basic form, when somebody is looking for mentoring, how do they prepare themselves? What kind of business? Where are they in their business development? What are the key things, and what are the biggest mistakes that they turn up? They rock up at your door to Rockstar. They walk in the door. They go, "We want some mentoring." Do you ever sort of say, "Look, go away because you're just not ready for this"?
It depends. So very recently, I mean, who are the customers? They vary from people at the pre-startup stage all the way up to, we have MDs who are running multiple million-pound companies that are at that stage where they like to have a mentor as a sounding board. As their assistant in helping them going into various board meetings, etc., and giving them that expertise and advice, right up to just having someone who they respect. That's the other thing, because when you look at the profiles of who we've got, you could be turning over a 10 million pound company, but if the guy who you could get advice from your sector is a self-made billionaire, then you're going to respect that and want to hear what they have to say about the business. So the levels vary. Are there people who we say go away to? Effectively, yes. I mean, obviously, we welcome a conversation with every person who inquires with us and says, yes, I'm interested, I want to learn more about how it works. Of course we do. Often, though, the great clients are the ones who have gone through, whether it's the app or the website, and have had a look at the different platforms and the different mentor profiles that we've got. Often people come to us and say, listen, I've looked at 3 of your people. I really think they would be great for me. I'd be interested to learn more.
So this is the difference, isn't it? Because when you're looking for mentors, normally it's one size fits all, isn't it? But what you're now offering is a range of mentors with different discipline skills.
Yeah, and other people in the industry, because it's changed phenomenally as well too, the industry. I mean, in 2007 when I set up Rockstar, there was a huge gap in the market to create access to quality entrepreneurs that SMEs and starting businesses would absolutely pay to get access to. Fast forward 10 years, there are dozens, if not hundreds, of companies, incubators, accelerators offering mentoring, and a lot of that mentoring is free. However, as a result of that, the quality of the mentors that are there are nowhere near as high as other organizations. And at the same time too, it's the other way that you can model it, where you've got the main person, the individual who does have the credibility and stands up and does the sale on behalf of the brand, but then it's not they themselves who are doing the actual mentoring or facilitating, it's their team which is below them. And again, you start to worry and wonder about the criteria of those people.
You've been around this particular market for a long time. Obviously, the 10 years we're just talking about that. there never seems to be, nobody ever mentions the word buckets of luck or the words bucket of luck, because it just seems to me that you can have two businesses that have got identical profiles and one just gets that bucket of luck and it's the one that will explode onto the market. It's the one that maybe not even just been first, but just been in the right place at the right time. Do you ever come across that that's what people are actually looking for? They're looking for mentoring in business luck.
That's a very interesting question. There's a saying that I use all the time. If I had the t-shirt, I'd buy it. The harder you work, the luckier you get. I'm a big believer in that. There are a lot of entrepreneurs I know who absolutely disagree with luck and business luck and buckets of luck, etc. Another saying that I believe in is it's not what you know, it's who you know. I've been shut down by some seriously, impressive people by saying that phrase. So I guess to answer that question is, the buckets of luck, as far as mentoring is concerned, is when you have access to someone of great respect in your sector, and as a result of that has great sway in your sector, and has a very, very large contact book of potential clients for your business. So where we've found the biggest buckets of luck, I've never heard that term before, but there you go, I'll use it for you, mate, is when, and this has happened on multiple occasions over the years, when a mentor has been paid to work with the company, they really like the individual, they really are impressed by what they can do and their product or their service or their brand that they've created, but the person behind that business has just struggled to actually sell it. And so what mentors can do at Rockstar often is they pick up their phone and they open their black book and they help their clients, our mentees, with genuine warm introductions to the customers that can actually get those and help them close those deals.
So maybe to replace the word luck, it's opportunity. It's buckets of opportunity, isn't it? And of course, that's what the mentors are bringing to the conversation. They're bringing their contacts, their experience, their expertise, and by using those opportunities, they can then develop the company. Listen, we're going to talk more about what Rockstar are actually offering now, in addition to traditional mentoring. We're going to find out also why mentoring is so important, and also the areas that are important to you. My guest today is Jonathan Pfahl from the Rockstar group of companies.